Hey everyone, Todd at 51% Crew. I'm going to go ahead and do another educational video. This video was actually requested by one of our Patreon members, so sorry it took me a little while to get around to it. I was sick last week, and I'm going to go ahead and knock this one out for you now. So here's the video you requested. Today we're going to go over the volume profile indicator. Where this can be found is you come into your indicators tab here, and over here in the left hand section you come down to volume profile. What this is it says volume profile is a vital tool that shows you the most traded price for a particular time period. It plots trading volume as a histogram on the price scale, and you can easily identify price levels where the most trading took place. So the first one we're going to go over, because there's three of these, we're going to go over visual range. Visual range is put on your chart like an indicator here. I prefer to actually go into the settings and change this to 48 to give you a little bit price action. So it'll give it to you, and basically this is telling you the volume traded at this price. So everyone here is familiar with this type of volume indicator. It's very commonly known on charts. What this volume indicator is doing is giving you the amount of volume traded in a time period. So each one of these candles represents a period block of time on our chart. Each one of these histogram candles represents the volume of this candle on the chart. So let's get that off of here and get back to our volume profile. Like I said, once again, this is putting a histogram on your chart, and it's telling you the volume, bullish and bearish, in a certain price range, not in a top block of time like the other indicator is showing you. So this, you can see a clear example of this, that there's a lot of volume traded. For example, here's a huge volume. Shows a lot of bearish pressure. So you can tell that this was a lot of volume traded in this price action. So it was a lot of bearish pressure. So it's a good way to identify reversals up or down. And it can be used to collect data on volume at a certain price. So that's how you do the overall areas. And let's go in here and look at the other two. The next one we're going to take a look at is session volume. What session volume is doing is, there we go, let it get on the chart. It is giving you the volume price action for a 24-hour block of time. So this is set by default on UTC time. So basically UTC time, it rolls over midnight to midnight, and it gives you the volume broken down bullish and bearish in a certain daily time frame. Here's a good example. You see there's a lot of bearish pressure, and that's why you see the wick coming down. So it's giving you the volume here for this set of price action. So you can go in here to format and change any of these settings if you need to, but it's pretty clear on what you want to do. Change your time frames on this and everything, but it basically broke it down on a 24-hour period and the volume traded at each price action. So keep that in mind. The next one we can go into is the actual point to points. So this is called a fixed range. It's found here. Very commonly I would use this indicator with the Bitcoin kill zones indicator. What that is that's telling you the trading sessions for Asia, London, and New York. If you missed that video, I have a video about how to use this indicator on the channel, so go ahead and go back and check that. So if you want to do something to this nature, for example, let's pick the Asian market here. And what we would do is we would go in here and we click fixed range. And what that's going to do is we're going to click point to point. So we'll say that the session started here and it ended here. So you click those 2 points and it broke it down for you. Let me get this off the screen so you can see a clearer view of that. So this was our Asia session. and it broke down the volume in this area where everything was traded. So sometimes this is a little bit difficult to see. You can go in here into format and style, and brighten these up and lower these. Down volume. So there. Now you can see a little bit clearer where all this volume took place. Obviously this is bullish, this is bearish price action in this area right here. So it breaks it down for you individually, and you can get a lot of data out of a simple indicator. This is something anybody can pick up and do. Plot it between 2 points, whatever you need to find out, and apply to your trading. It just basically is giving us a histogram on the side here of the volume in a certain area of price, not a certain period of time. It is just the opposite of the familiar volume indicator that everybody knows. So if you have any questions about this or how to apply it, hopefully I explained it pretty simply, that anybody can pick this up and use this indicator. Go ahead and drop me a question. Maybe I missed something. I'm just doing this off the top of my head like I always do. So if you got a question or something, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Happy trading. Hopefully, you learned something here, and I'm going to move on to the next video. Thanks.